action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Philadelphia 76ers begin the game with the basketball. Simmons to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. To Redick. Oh, had him going there for a second. Redick. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Ferguson to Westbrook. Another chance. Oh, Russell Westbrook missed his first. That one goes. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook to the basket, but his shot won't fall. To Embiid. They go down low to Simmons. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Simmons with it. Down 2. To Tobias Harris. Won't go down. George to Westbrook. And too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Westbrook to Adams. Shot from the lane won't go. In the front court comes Simmons. They trail by 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons to Redick. Beyond the arc for 3. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Oklahoma City ball.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
George on the drive, but his shot misses.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
And scores. Nice footwork to get around the defender.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. To Butler. Gets a look, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Westbrook with it. Down 4. Has a look. Second effort. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Simmons to Butler. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
George to the basket, but it won't go. Here's Simmons with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. To Butler. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. To Simmons. Joel Embiid. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Drive here, but the shot stays out. McConnell to Embiid. Offensive rebound. Joel Embiid. Looking good. 4 for 5.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Thunder with the basketball to Westbrook. Probing the defense. Surveys the floor.
That's short.
Felton unable to get that shot to go.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Westbrook across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to play in a very one-sided first quarter thus far. And they call it.
His time.
New blood coming in for both sides.
That's the first foul of the last 2 minutes. Entering the game for the Thunder, number 7.
Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. McConnell to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now 5 for 6.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
George against Ennis. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Flushes it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal. The 76ers are now in the penalty.
First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Jimmy Butler, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
That's me. I got ball.
Dennis Schroeder. His first effort off the mark. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Can't convert the free throw. The first quarter's complete, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. OKC ball. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Time to shuffle things up. PG lets it fly. No good. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
And Jimmy Butler. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
George on the drive, but his shot misses. Another follows. Still no good. Butler into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
George, tough matchup against Butler. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Thunder with the basketball. Paul George. Now a steal by Philly.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. McConnell. Thunder have it. Adams to Schroeder. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. To Reddick. Down low for Harris. Reddick. 4-3. Won't go down. The Thunder have the possession. Mike Scott pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Big man, Steven Adams. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Tobias Harris. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Great pass to set it up. Ferguson slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
McConnell to Tobias Harris. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. From long range. Off the iron. No good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Abdul Nader trying to cash in on the three-point play. Numbers not good. 59% for his career. Off the mark at the line. Butler to bring it up. The lead stands at 9. To Tobias Harris. And the basket good at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Russell Westbrook steps into it. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 3 for 7.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Russell Westbrook has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Simmons with it. It's a 9-point lead. To McConnell. Simmons. Not a good shot there as he misses it. To Westbrook. Has a chance. Slams it home on the putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Westbrook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Redick to Butler. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Schroeder with the basketball. Down 12. Knocked loose. Redick. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. And he misses that one free throw. To Westbrook. Short jumper won't go down. Redick with it. They lead it by 14. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Can't connect from inside.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His guys down big. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jeremy Grant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career mark of 64%. Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. To Simmons. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Well, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Knocks down the first.
Good shot.
hits the first, misses the second. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass to Embiid. From the outside, no good. Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Nope, first one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Got it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Thunder may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers are a team that's playing unselfish basketball and reaping the benefits. Great chemistry from these guys in the opening half, and it bodes well for them moving forward. Simmons is the leader among his teammates in dimes.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Russ at the controls.
Here you go.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To George. The jumper's off the mark. The follow won't go either.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Simmons. To the rim, lays it up and in.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Tobias Harris. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Redick. To Embiid. Steven Adams swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Ferguson to Westbrook. Has a look. Chance for Westbrook. No good. To Redick. To Butler. Simmons. Fires the three. Off the mark. And Adams able to clear the board. To Westbrook. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Missed a wide-open look.
And the tenacity of this game has been set from the jump ball. When guys lined up for it, I mean, you saw the bump and the push and the shoving going on. Guys weren't giving up that space. They let him know nothing was going to be easy this evening.
To Redick. To Tobias Harris. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Waller into the front court. His team on top by 13. And that's rebounded by the Thunder. Westbrook. Can't get the bounce. To Embiid. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Joel Embiid with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
It's Westbrook. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Simmons with it. The lead is 15. To Redick. The drive right to the basket. Cruises inside for two.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Redick with it. His guys holding the big lead. Steven Adams rejects it. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Oh, he had it. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. And the rebound taken in by OKC. Westbrook into the front court. Down a bundle. And the finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Sixers control it. To Embiid. Can't connect from in close. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Ben Simmons with a piece. Out of bounds off Ben Simmons. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. For three. And Boban there to take in the rebound. To McConnell. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oklahoma City's got it. Joel Embiid sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
T.J. McConnell snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Markieff Morris tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The assist, number 9, Jeremy Grant. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Joel Embiid. Not that time. He missed it. And counted at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Oklahoma City ball. Curling inside, Schroeder. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good.
It's my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
Picked up by the Thunder. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Shot from in close, no good. 3 quarters down, and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. McConnell. And the rebound comes to OKC. Driving right to the basket. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To McConnell. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Schroeder. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Harris to McConnell. Lets it fly from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Trying to cash in. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick wide open. Good luck.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Redick. Short jumper off the mark. Thunder with the basketball. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Paul George, 4-2. Can't connect. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gets to the basket and scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
runner's good there.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
In the front court comes Simmons. His guys hold a commanding lead. Butler, here again Schroeder. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Butler. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
James Ennis at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Butler to Tobias Harris. Butler to Embiid. Thunder have it. Sixers have it. Offensive board. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. To Simmons. Steven Adams.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Butler to Simmons. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Jeremy Grant sizing up Butler. Time for some new personnel into the game. Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Steven Adams able to recover with the block. Fourth this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Paul George. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me. That's a foul.
First one, count it.
What's up, bro?
And gets both to drop at the line.
I like that.
5 second violation. Short jumper misses. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
George matched up with James Ennis. And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Substitution being made in this one. Schroeder. Taken by the Sixers.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
To Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
And throws it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Oh, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
He connects on the first free throw.
Entering the game for the 76ers, number 1, Mike Scott. Entering the game for the
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Ferguson sizing up Butler. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. To Butler. Now we get a call for reaching in. Intentional foul. That means free throws with under a minute to go in the game.
A simple touch foul.
First one goes down.
Get it, shoot it again.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
There it is.
Here's Schroeder with it. His guys down big. To George. Oh, he had him there for a second. George. And this will be out of bounds. Off of Butler. So this remains Thunder basketball. Schroeder. OKC now with 4 to shoot. It's George for 2. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Tobias Harris. Not done yet. Shot from the lane won't go. Has a look. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on a three-point play. Right now shooting 62% in this one. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Strong finish for Paul George. throwdown.
The assist from number 25, Bluez.
Desperation shot here from half court. The Sixers are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers could not have been more dominant in this game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Thunder seemed to give up on this game. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Three-point shooting. Player of the game.
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.